Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and we are going to do something just a little bit different for you guys today. I got my good buddy Parker here, and we are going to be doing some unboxings. I got three figures here that I purchased while I was not recording. And so I thought, well, I might as well just go ahead and do an unboxing so you guys can see them. So what we're gonna do is unbox these, do a little bit of comparisons, and then that'll be the end of the video. You ready to get these open?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. All right, so we got the camera turned around, and we got these three guys here. And I think we will start with the one that's probably the least interesting of all of them, and that's going to be this Luke Skywalker. So the story behind him is I saw him on Walmart.com for $10, and I went to Walmart. They were pretty stacked, kind of deep on them, and I went to ring it up, and they said it was 20 bucks. So I pulled up the website, and they gave it to me for $10. So pretty cool figure. Wasn't one I was super excited about, but being a completionist, I have to get them all. So I went ahead and picked him up. I thought about getting the celebration one that had all the extra pieces with it, but I wasn't super excited about the figure, and it was $35, so I just went ahead and went with the $10 one. So here we go, Parker. Let's get this one open. So you're going to hear Parker doing some coughing. He's been sick for the last week. He's been off school with the flu, but he's getting a little better. But you might hear some coughing. All right, so let's get this guy pulled out of the packaging. Get his little blaster out. Oh, if I can get it. It's tricky. It's tricky. Got it. Whew, that was a lot of work. So first off, we'll take a look at the blaster. So it's a little bent right there, but pretty nice blaster. Pretty basic. I'm glad. I don't know if we've seen this before. If you know of another figure that's gotten this before, let me know down in the comments below. But this, seems like a new one, or at least not one we see all the time. And now for the figure. I guess the one reason that was able to for me to make the final decision on to get him over the Celebration Luke was the fact that he came with this medal. The other one didn't, which I didn't realize at first. So the face sculpt, it's a really good face sculpt. I'm glad to see that Hasbro's doing so much better with this digital face printing. Looks a whole lot better. Metal's kind of cool. Jacket. It's not removable. You could get it off if you wanted to, but it's not made to come off. Looks like the blaster can go right in here, I think. Yep, and there you go. So one thing that kind of made me want to get the Celebration Luke was all the extra pieces. The blast shield and the special effects. Parker, do me a favor real quick. Jump right up there and get that Luke Skywalker right there on that top shelf. Here he is. So what I wanted to do if I did get the Celebration one was put the blast shield on him to cover up that terrible face sculpt, and have him in with this figure training with that, I don't know what that droid was called, but I'll just call it a training droid or whatever. But have him posed up with it. I think it would have helped this figure look a lot better. To have that helmet on it and with those extra accessories. So you can see that the face sculpt is tremendously better on this one. So I didn't go with the Luke Celebration, but that's what I was going to do with it if I did get it. So big upgrade with this. I am glad to have this figure. Buddy, which one do you want to unbox next? APEFACE? Okay, we're going to do APEFACE next. So I have already opened him up. I couldn't wait. I picked him up last night, and I couldn't wait till this video. But I did put him back in the packaging for the thumbnail. But he is already been opened, so I don't have to cut the tape. And thankfully, I don't have to cut all those little plastic straps off. Those things are a pain in the butt, aren't they?
Yes.
They don't want you to get it out. Oh, great. Busted his head off. Got his little shield here. Got his little gun here. So what do you think about this guy? First off, you know.
I like on the side how they.
The side of what?
The side of the box.
The side of the box here?
Yeah, I like how they painted it. It's pretty cool. How they made it jumping.
The artwork like that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is cool. We should get a big poster like that
and
on our wall.
And then on the figure, I like at the bottom.
Well, let's get this out of the way here.
And then I like at the figure, I like at the bottom how they made it all rusty because he's all metal and
he's all rusty and all beat up.
Yeah, from
he's been
fighting.
Through some wars. Yeah, I've been through some fighting.
I like it, the details that they put on him. It's really good.
It's a lot better than the old one I got, isn't it?
Yep.
So we'll set him here, put his weapon in his hand, and he's got a little peg here. Oh, and you can just peg this into his arm here, or here, or here. I just do it. Let's do it here on the forearm. So let's get him set up there. So he is a pretty sweet figure. If I can get him to stand, here I am talking about how good he is. Oh, I didn't have the heel locked in. That'll do it every time. All right, so got APEFACE here. Oh, got him sitting very good. All right, so we got APEFACE here. I think he's a really cool figure. So what I want to do is a little bit of backstory. When I was a little kid, very little, about Parker's age, maybe a little older, I don't know. No, about his age. My grandparents lived in Arizona, and they came back for a trip to see me, and they took me out toy hunting and was going to let me get whatever I want. So I was looking for Galvatron at the time, G1 Galvatron. Never did find it, but we did come across this guy. I didn't even know who this character was. I just saw him in the store, and he looked super cool. He could transform from the robot to an ape to a jet, and I thought he was really cool. So I beat him up pretty good. I lost his gun. I lost his little shield thing that this guy has. I lost that, and this is all jacked up, and I got paint on him. But he is still a really, really cool figure. So, you know, taking me back to that memory of my grandparents and when they took me out hunting, and when I saw that they made this guy, I was like, you know what? I got to get both of these. And I would like to display them together. I don't have very many of my G1 Transformers left. A lot of them are lost or stolen or broken. And but this guy means something to me. And so getting this guy was a no-brainer for me. So let's go ahead and get him out of the picture, Parker, if you want to hold him. But a really, really cool figure. You can see his head does pop off. And what's the name of this guy? They got it on the box here. Let's see. I don't know what his name is. I don't see it on the box.
Right there.
Well, that's APEFACE's name. I'm saying the name of his headmaster here.
Oh.
I don't know. But he's pretty cool. Got some, if I can get that to focus on there, got some red paint on his face, his visor painted. Some purple on the inside of his arms here. They have some articulation, but not a whole lot. They kind of go out to the side. That's about it. And the legs are one solid piece. So pretty cool figure. And if you flip it over, that's the bottom. Well, actually, that's the top part of the ape. Part of the transformation. Here's the bottom jaw of the ape. So when you do the ape, that kind of slides in there and makes the ape face. There you go. So get that folded back up. Get this guy popped back on. All right, so there we have Siege War for Cybertron APEFACE. Get that packaging out of the way. So really cool figure. Cannot wait to get him on the shelf with my other Transformers guys. All right, Parker, take him. And so last but not least, you want to get those guys off the table real quick?
Yeah.
Last but not least, we have Darth Revan. So I have to be honest, I did not play the game that Darth Revan was in. I just never did. I wasn't in video games when that was out. And so I only know about him what I've heard in other videos. So I don't have a large connection to him other than he's a Star Wars figure and other than he, looks fantastic. So those two things I really like. So this guy I haven't opened up yet, so let's go ahead and get him cut. I got the battle droid on pre-order. It still hasn't come in. I guess it's coming in on a second shipment. So first off, I love this box. It's kind of got a matte finish to it, and it's got that gaming grates right there. Purple, really cool box. Fantastic artwork. Great box. But let's get that to the side. And let's get his sword out. Excuse me. Let's get his lightsaber out. Sorry. I shouldn't have called it a sword. So, alright, buddy. Can you put that in there? Put that off to the side. What do you think about this guy, bud? What do you like about him?
That he has a good face on the box. The box.
Yeah.
I like the face on the box because he looks really cool, and I like the purple stuff and how they made him and the golden on his body.
Yeah, that's cool. So, let's just go over the good about this guy first. We always want to start positive. It's always easy to smash figures. Talk about the negative. So the positive, I love the cloth skirt that he's got. I love the copper colored chest guard that he has. The armor that he's got there, really cool. And I do like his lightsaber. This is the same exact lightsaber that comes with the original Revan, but this is the Jedi Revan. Now, some of the things I don't like about this are the exact same things I don't like about the old one. So I'm going to pull out the original one here. And when I got this guy, I thought there were some really good things about him. First thing was his tattered robes are just, fantastic. I love the tattered robes. I love the armor on his shins and his feet. I love the way that looks. I love the tattered cape. I think this made him off the charts fantastic figure. But just like everyone is aware of, he is extremely limited in the poses you can get him in because of this. This should have been cloth like this, and his poses would have looked better. And then, of course, the plastic cowl. With the way they're able to get the robes, like with the Obi-Wan and the new Jedi Luke, the way they're able to get the robes to sit on the head, the hoods, I would have thought that I understand why they did it with this one. This was a few years old, so they did the best they could for the time. But I would like to have seen them make the improvements with this guy and go with this being cloth and having a cloth hood. I think by now, rather than just repainting this same guy, they could have made the changes to really make this an awesome figure. So I think they went with the route of trying to make an easy figure and a repaint without fixing the problems that plagued the first one. But overall, he's still a good figure. I still like him. I would just like him 10 times more if those other things were fixed, because then I could actually get him into some really good poses on my shelf. But you can't get him to really look sideways because then that looks stupid. You try to get him crouching and then this sits funny. So I think they had a really good opportunity to correct what was wrong with the first one. But they didn't. But still, overall, great figures. Glad to have them on my shelf. And yeah, that's it. You like this guy, buddy?
Yeah.
Pretty cool?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the end of it. Let's get the camera flipped around. Alright, so that is the end of the video. We are finished. We got these 3 guys unboxed. Bring it up here, Parker. Got these 3 awesome figures unboxed. Ready to put them on the shelf where they're going to live forever.
Yes.
Yes.
You're probably not going to get rid of these.
Probably not. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you liked the video, thumbs up. Give us a comment.
Subscribe.
Let us subscribe if you're not already subscribed for future videos. And also let us know in the comments, do you have these guys? Do you like these guys? Do you agree with my assessment? Or do you think I'm out of my mind? Let me know. Alright guys, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Subscribe.